Hello, I'm Dr. Linda Parker, and today I'm going to give you a 30-second connection sequence that many couples use to turn pressure into presence, tension into trust, and uncertainty into a clear, enthusiastic yes for deeper closeness. No gimmicks, no awkward scripts, just a simple, science-light routine you can learn once and use for life. If you've ever wondered why trying harder sometimes backfires, it's because most people rush the moment before the moment. The nervous system needs signals of safety first. When safety arrives, curiosity and desire follow. This 30-second trick delivers those signals, fast, respectful, and effective, so she feels calm, seen, and drawn toward more time with you. Let's reset one myth from the start. You don't need flashy lines or complicated choreography. Her body and mind respond to three things above all: emotional safety, attuned touch, and steady leadership without pressure. Emotional safety means you remove hurry and performance from the room. Attuned touch means you read her breath, shoulders, and micro-expressions instead of pushing forward on autopilot. Steady leadership means you guide the tone and pacing while still asking, not assuming. When those three are present, connection feels easy and organic. When they're missing, even the cleverest lines fall flat. The 30-second sequence you're about to learn weaves all three together in a way that's simple, repeatable, and elegant. Here's the promise. In half a minute, you can lower her stress response, lengthen her breath, and shift her body toward comfort and warmth. That change is what people casually call chemistry. It's not magic, it's regulation. When she feels regulated with you, her system says, "I want more of this." That's the only kind of begging that's healthy. A sincere, voluntary leaning in because she feels wonderful, respected, and safe. You'll use this sequence standing or seated side by side or at a slight angle, never confronting, never looming. You'll keep your voice low and unhurried. You'll avoid anything that feels like a test. You're not trying to impress. You're trying to attune. Quick prep. Silence your phone, soften the lights if you can, and take one slow exhale yourself. If you're carrying tension, she'll feel it. Calm is contagious, and you're the transmitter. I call the sequence the 30-second soft start. It has 5 parts that flow without pauses. Count silently. She only feels the smoothness, not the timing. Part 1 lasts 5 seconds and sets the tone. Stand or sit close. Offer your forearm lightly along her upper back or the outside of her shoulder, and take one slow inhale through your nose and an even slower exhale through your mouth. You're inviting her breath to mirror yours. While you exhale, say something gentle and grounded that has zero pressure. "I love being right here with you," or "You feel really good to be close to." Keep it simple, warm, and true. Part 2 lasts 7 seconds and melts shoulder tension. Slide your palm to the back of her shoulder blade or the upper back between shoulder and spine, never on sensitive areas, and apply steady, warm pressure with a still hand. Stillness matters more than movement. It tells her nervous system, "You're safe." Your goal is not to massage, but to anchor. People often underestimate how much safety a quiet, unmoving palm can communicate. It's like setting down a cup on a saucer, with care, no clatter. Keep breathing slowly while you hold. Part 3 lasts 8 seconds and builds synchronicity. Let your breathing pattern become easy to follow. Inhale for a silent count of 4. Exhale for a silent count of 6. You're not coaching her out loud. You're offering a rhythm her body will pick up automatically. If you feel her shoulders drop a few millimeters, or her jaw unclench, or her breath lengthen, you're doing it right. Maintain the same light pressure with your palm. You're saying with your body, "This is unhurried. This is kind." Part 4 lasts 5 seconds and adds a whisper of appreciation. Lean slightly toward her ear, not to perform, but to create a little cocoon where your words land softly. Offer one genuine line that names something present tense and specific. "The way you relax into me right now is beautiful." Or, "I love how your breath is syncing with mine." Notice you're not grading her or asking for anything. You're reflecting what's happening. Reflection amplifies safety and warmth. Keep your tone slow and smile through the words. Smiles can be heard. Part 5 lasts 5 seconds and invites a micro yes. A micro yes is the smallest, most respectful invitation. It gives her the feeling of choosing to continue. Ask softly, "Do you want a little more like this?" Or, "Want me to keep you right here?" Then wait. The wait is everything. If she nods, hums, presses closer, or says yes, you continue gently in the same lane, slow, anchored, respectful. If she hesitates, you soften, kiss her forehead or temple if that's your dynamic, and stay with presence rather than pushing. Paradoxically, this restraint often opens the door a moment later because pressure is gone and trust is high. That's the full 30 seconds. You created steadiness, warmth, and choice. In that state, many women lean in with curiosity and ask for more closeness because the experience feels calm and compelling. If you keep the same rhythm, anchored touch, slow breath, present tense appreciation, and small invitations, you'll notice the atmosphere deepen without any sense of performance. That's what most people mean when they say chemistry. Two nervous systems in agreement. To make the soft start second nature, practice a few supporting habits that make you naturally easier to relax with. First, manage your own baseline. A man who takes 3 slow breaths before he reaches for someone changes everything. Second, keep your hands warm. Cold hands startle, warm hands reassure. Rub your palms for a moment or hold a mug of tea beforehand. Third, keep your shoulders down and your jaw relaxed. People read micro-tension subconsciously. If you're clenched, she feels rushed. Fourth, choose words that are present tense, brief, and sincere. "Right here with you" beats complicated compliments. Fifth, keep your movements purposeful and minimal. Many small fidgets feel like anxiety. Few steady movements feel like leadership. Let's talk about timing. The 30-second sequence works beautifully at 4 moments. The first is the transition from conversation to closeness. Instead of lunging forward, you switch the nervous system from talk mode to connection mode. The second is after a long day when the mood is fragile. The soft start dissolves residue from work or errands and replaces it with warmth. The third is after laughter, when she's already open and playful. You're simply giving that openness a calm direction. The fourth is when you sense hesitation. Paradoxically, the gentle anchor and tiny invitation often convert hesitation into willingness because she doesn't feel cornered. A few common mistakes can cancel the effect. Don't rush the count. Half a minute is longer than it sounds when you're eager. Give it the full time. That's how the nervous system catches up. Don't move your hand around constantly. This isn't a massage sprint. One warm, steady hand is more powerful than 5 sliding gestures. Don't stack too many words. One present tense line lands. A stream of compliments overwhelms. Don't ask big questions in a fragile moment. A micro yes is easy to accept. Do you want to spend the night? Is a heavy lift too early. Don't perform confidence. Embody calm. True calm is quiet and grounded. Performance feels loud, even when whispered. Because you're leading with respect, consent is baked into the method. Every part offers the chance for her to lean in or lean out. You're tuned to small signals. If she stiffens, you loosen. If she steps away, you give space and smile. That kind of responsiveness is rare. It's also unforgettable. When people feel that level of care, they want more time with you, not because you pushed, but because you listened. Let me give you 3 short stories to show how this looks in everyday life. Ethan, 54, divorced, used to overtalk when he was nervous. He practiced the soft start exactly as taught. On a second date, he felt the urge to fill silence. Instead, he took his slow breath, anchored a warm hand lightly on her upper back as they sat side by side at an outdoor concert, and offered a soft line about enjoying the moment. She exhaled, rested her head on his shoulder, and later said, "You make it easy to relax." They started seeing each other weekly. He didn't become a new person. He became a regulated presence. Marco, 61, remarried, said evenings sometimes felt like ships passing in the night. He started using the sequence after they washed dishes, right there in the kitchen with the lights low. He'd lean against the counter, invite her between his arms, breathe slow, anchor, reflect, and ask the tiniest micro yes. Even on tired nights, it turned into 10 minutes of closeness that kept them feeling like a team. He said the best part was watching her shoulders drop the moment his hand settled. It became their shared ritual. Jonah, 58, felt awkward being tender. He thought tenderness looked weak. He tried the soft start exactly as written. After a week, his partner touched his hand and said, "When you slow everything down like that, I feel treasured." That word changed him. Treasure is not weakness, it's value. Her response came from how safe and seen she felt in those first 30 seconds. The rest followed on its own. If you want to elevate the experience, add 2 refinements. The first is breath pairing. After the initial sequence, keep your exhale fractionally longer than your inhale and let her body mirror yours. Longer exhales signal safety. The second is the name and notice. After she leans in, name one subtle cue you notice. Your shoulders just dropped. Your breath got so soft. And pause. That pause invites her own body awareness. When she feels herself relaxing, she trusts the moment even more. Here are answers to the questions men ask most. What if she doesn't respond right away? Keep the energy soft and kind. Not every moment is ripe, and that's normal. You didn't fail. You showed care. Often, the next time you try, her body recognizes the cue and leans in faster. What if I lose track of timing? Err on the side of slower, not faster. If you drift a second or two long in any part, that's fine. If you rush, you defeat the purpose. What if I'm nervous? Tell the truth to your body before you begin. I'm safe, I'm steady, I'm here. Take one extra slow exhale and let your shoulders drop. She will feel the difference. 2 small environmental tweaks magnify the effect. Keep a warm, soft throw nearby. Shared warmth reads as care. Keep scent neutral or barely there. Over-scenting can feel like a cover-up. Natural light in the evening or a single, dim lamp beats bright overhead lighting. Music should be slow enough to match your breathing. You're curating an atmosphere where relaxation is the default. A word on language. When you speak during the sequence, stay with present tense, sensory words. Warm, close, right here, breathe, soft, calm, with me. These words plant you both in the moment. Future tense words pull you into outcomes and expectations. The moment is already enough. Let it expand on its own. Practice makes permanent. The first time may feel mechanical as you count silently. By the 3rd or 4th time, you won't think about counts. Your body will remember the arc. Settle, anchor, sink, appreciate, invite. That arc is the entire philosophy of great connection. Settle yourself. Anchor her. Sink your breathing. Appreciate what's true. Invite the next inch. When you live by that arc, closeness becomes simple, frequent, and deeply satisfying. You'll know it's working when you start hearing lines like these. I feel so relaxed with you. I love how unhurried you are. You always know how to make me feel calm. Stay right there. Those are the greenest lights you can receive, pure, voluntary invitations. When they come, keep your rhythm. The same softness that opened the door will make the rest effortless. If you've been waiting for a sign to change the way you approach closeness, this is it. 30 seconds can change the whole tone of an evening. Not by tricks that manipulate, but by signals that soothe. Her nervous system learns you're a safe harbor. Safe harbors are where people dock by choice and where they're happy to linger. Here's your one-line takeaway to carry into tonight. When you give safety first, through breath, anchored touch, and a micro yes, desire isn't forced. It arrives, asks for more, and stays. If this gave you clarity, choose one moment in the next 24 hours to practice the soft start exactly as taught. If it helps you, share it with someone who would benefit from a calmer, kinder approach to closeness. And if you want more grounded, respectful guidance like this, subscribe so we can keep building a culture where connection feels natural, dignified, and deeply good for both people. Disclaimer: educational content only. Always respect boundaries and consent, and pause if your partner shows discomfort or says no.